हेलो मेरे भाइयों, क्या हाल चाल है। मेरा नाम विवेक और आप लोग देख रहे हैं वी गेमिंग चैनल। हम लोग आज लाइव कर रहे हैं वॉच पार्टी विथ BGMI। भाई हम लोग पता है मैं बहुत ज़्यादा लेट हो चुका हूँ, बट क्या करूँ, लेट हो गया तो अब कुछ कर नहीं सकते हैं। तो चलो हम लोग आगे का मैच को एंजॉय करते हैं।
To see it. This is huge from them. Complete different play style. The confidence out in full force. Right time, right place, and the back door has worked out well. Top trapped, T24 spamming so close to him. He knows he's exposed. And this duo from S2G looking to take this one with force, but they still play it smart.
Makes the run across right now, trying to deny sight lines. Aurora, top will at least find him, but the shots are coming through. Kamikaze once again sends straight center. It starts to work out. Nate gets close to the lovely bouncer on it, but won't go quite far enough. Back behind the loot crate. A little bit of cover to work with, but S2G, they've got two angles. Top is going to have to play out of his mind to make this one work here. One first aid kit ready to go. Hamzy G looks to send an arc over the top here to finish off the game. Goes wide to the side.
He's really trying to run the risk on this one. He peeks over the top of the crate, using the smoke to block the angle from Hamzy G so he can take an isolated fight. He's reading it as well. This 1v2, like you say, it's got to be impeccable from him. He cannot afford to miss a single shot. The reactions are going to be there. Kamikaze on the road. Slight height advantage. Throws in the molly, takes the shot, and that's how he gets it done. Kamikaze cleans up as S2G get it!
Last game, S2G, they looked a little bit short there, but this game, they go Kamikaze, Kama crazy for the finish. What a game, not lazy whatsoever, with a quick swing out to the side. You gotta love it, you gotta believe it, S2G is here to play.
We thought it was Aurora about to blot out the sun and cast the shadow, illuminate the stage, but no, it's S2G that once again prove how much of a powerhouse they could be here in France.
T24 as well, man, the jump out the buggy to sit down on the floor, I couldn't believe that. I mean, he made a quick snap decision. And lads, I'm gonna have to live this game out. I'm dropping into the grass, I'm gonna cause problems.
You can feel the energy in the arena as well. We get the replay from that one. Some big individual maneuvers. I love the strategy as well, Blank. S2G here, the way they were able to control the situation, knowing they had to be so proactive, but didn't overstep the mark. And then on the flip side for Aurora, you're playing with dice, gambling on some of these peaks, knowing realistically, it's a risk that you have to take. It's not an easy 1v2.
It was actually a very difficult circle, and yes, it pulled away, but they were unsure where they wanted to fight out towards, and maybe they had to full commit over towards fourth right to clear that angle sooner to deal with S2G. But again, for S2G as a three-man there, they make the only decision they can. It's been something they've been saying all tournament, is we just don't care. We will just push those angles. We will try and get something done in those end games. And it was lovely to see them prove that immediately after that last game where they sort of just laid down over an Arangel. Didn't quite let that game fall into hands. This time around, they leave nothing up to chance.
I think that does summarize the playstyle realistically. This point in the competition, after so many play days, so close towards the real big picture. That prize pool looming over you, you can't afford to have any doubts in your mind. Leave it to another team and your dream could be snatched away. Whereas for S2G, they've been rising to the occasion, and that oomph, that clear instinct, that's what's giving them these leg ups.
Absolutely, and in the end, for S2G, it's probably S2G.
भाई अरिना तम टीम प्लेस
S2G has had a tendency in the past for Miracle Miramars.
Yeah, I have to agree with that as well.
Yes.
And plus, Miramar, you get 2 at the start, 2 at the end. So these are like practice Miramars, you know what I'm saying? And then right at the end, That's where you have all playability and energy.
मैं फटाफट से वीडियो को लाइक करो और
Yes.
चैनल को सब्सक्राइब
I'm
करो
gonna be looking
मत
at Ulf
भूलना।
Esports because of what they were able to do yesterday, especially on the last
share
game.
karo yaar.
They were able to get that chicken dinner, get those extra placement points. But if we were to remove that one chicken dinner out of Ulf, you would end up noticing that they would only end up having one placement point. And for me, that is the
and
biggest red
Ozzy
flag
will
out of these
back
teams when you're
in
not able to
Downs
just
Day.
convert only on inlets and the placement points start fading away. I know you say that yes, a team doesn't really need a chicken dinner to be able to win PMWC, but in my eyes, they do need to be consistent at least towards the top 5.
Yeah, I mean, the beige flag right now is 4th rise, right? We're in the middle ground. I mean, the 4 placement points, not great, but it is promising to see this still
Yes.
on 21 eliminations. That shows, you know, gusto going to these matches, which I really do like.
2G
Yeah,
player
4th drives.
promotion match,
We saw some of the
they like
decisions yesterday. I think that's what it
OG
was.
and so well.
Especially the one that I really have to
Mike
nitpick
Hicks,
Nepturo with
Mike
4th drives
Hicks,
has to
Mike
be
Hicks,
when they
बहुत
decided to
खतरनाक
coexist
खतरनाक
with
यार।
Hora Esports for a little bit too long. I feel like that ended up hurting them in a big way in that match. It would have been one of those things where we usually tend to see them being a little bit more aggressive, making teams back off, but that wasn't the case.
Well, yeah, if you pull into their like elimination average, which is 5.25 at the moment, group stages was only 6.25. They're actually upholding their elimination value. Placement, exactly what you said, Seven. They are taking too long on these fights early on, and they have actually not made it really into that top 10 sort of scenario very much. So if they can just obviously push themselves, just give up the fight a little earlier, guys, and get yourself into that rotation, their eliminations will match, and they will actually do a lot better today.
And as we're seeing there in 16th place, Ida Esports with just 2 points. Those 2 points coming from elimination.
Difference, and our players know it more than most.
That is right here, folks. One.
Hopefully not super quickly, but stranger things have happened. At the moment, I'm not seeing too much danger on these drops.
Like Modi,
Looks
like
like teams are
there
fairly
is
extricated from one another. It's a little bit interspersed on the east side here, though. Hot Jukes with Tianba and S2G. However, I don't imagine that's going to be too much of a problem. Grab some vehicles, get back, regroup. The circle up to the north side should help to pull that apart as well. Maybe some danger between Godlike and Orangutan, but yeah, they're far enough afield. I don't think that they're going to get too aggy with it.
Yeah, you can see Enigma Galaxy, they're going to be heading on over to El Pozo. That is normally out the 7th drop, but they are not here in the finals, so they should be able to get looted up pretty quick here. They're going to start off by, of course, securing those vehicles. Super important inside of Miramar. Kooks right at the trike. You can see him looking up, be like, trike, come on, man. Where is my UAS? Where's my Murado? He's going to need to find something else here. Or stuck to doing some little baby looting here. They're going to be fighting some buildings. But
They should be all right.
yeah, they should be plenty. They'll have plenty of time here to get looted up.
Yeah, they're fairly center on this one. They could potentially break out towards some of the areas in Crater Field to send some looting over there. Alula as well, likely to head towards La Cobraria. Maybe try and hold some of the hills, leave an outpost down south. Aurora gets some target practice in. Yep, that bush is gone. That's no points for that, though. Unfortunately, shrubbery does not count towards your elimination total.
Hey, you always gotta check the bush, all right? You never know. You never know. There could be a random player hiding in that one. And you're gonna see QZZ get his Murado, so he's gonna be driving fast down the lane.
New
Yeah,
Aura
gotta get
Gaming
some-
is
gotta get the
good
fingers
when
warmed
he
up
Alpha
here.
Gaming,
Ooh,
but
I'm seeing a duo from Aura kind of chasing Quick from Alula up north near La Cobraria. It seems like they wanted to try and get engaged with that fight, but I don't think they've been able to hunt it down. Quick just a little bit too up to his namesake. Hang on a minute, they are back on the road again, and Quick is turning tail, moving back towards the rest of the roster for Alula. In the middle of La Cobraria, they're still hiding out, and he has to dunk it out by the concretes. Now he's holding on the upstairs. Backup needs to come through, but currently no response really being seen from the rest of Alula. They're leaving him kind of high and dry as Jiggle from Aura is going to try and descend on this location too. Finally, they're into the vehicles and they're coming in for the rescue. But will it be too little too late as Quick has to go for the hot swap to the UMP Jukes?
What a sick shot with that shotgun. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit the mark enough to get a knock. And you can see Sleepy, he ended up going to that other side there because he doesn't have a vest at all. He wanted to be able to at least get something. But because of this fight, now you got the rest of Aula being able to hunt them down. You can also see some of the other members of Aura going to come try and support these 3 men. Can he hit the shot? No, unfortunately, Rep doesn't get it. It is a 3v3 from this close end, but the 4th is coming, and that off angle Let's see how this turns out.
I mean, when you have that south side hill under lock and key for No Fear, if he's going to get engaged here into the fight, maybe not, maybe more preoccupied with some loot, they say, you know what, it's fine, we got this under control. They're not pushing, they're being timid. They have lost a player so early, it's not what you want to see. A very aggressive roll down coming through from Ahura in that scenario. Did not want to let Quick get away. I thought maybe they had stopped off a little bit before, but no. They just kept on going, kept hounding that one down. It's worked out here. The question now for me is, as I always talk about with early engagements, how long are you going to spend getting stuck in on this one?
That's the exact question, right? So I like what Aura did, right? They saw a solo player, chase him down, get the secured point. That's fine. I'm starting to wonder what Ula's doing. Yep, because of the fact that they are taking way too long. They are getting caught out, and now here comes Aura on the push. Sky running in with the UMP, looking to get those finishes, and they are on the run. Nasser trying to at least get some angles here. Ooh, hits the croucher, but it's not going to be good enough. It's Aura to delete the first squad here on day 2 of the finals.
Every player getting their elim. Horror getting stuck in early on Miramar. 4 eliminations for the team, 1 apiece. Sleepy will get back to his feet, and they can look to re-establish control back down towards Crater Fields. They may need a little bit more loot on side, depending on how much was going through. I think I did spot a Winchester on one of the players for Horror, so probably looking to get that one replaced. Although there will be crates on the players coming through from Alola as well. In the meantime, though, Godlike has managed to capitalize on this opportunity from this northeast side. They've managed to move in and could contest for the Crater Heels approach.
All right, yeah, you can see these movements coming out really, really quick. Leaderboards, you can see right there on the right of your screen here, folks. E-Arena up on top, waiting to see when Godlike's going to wake up. They definitely need to here today. They're sitting in 14th place with 13 points. Let's see if they can do it. There's still plenty of matches here to be played here, folks. I have a big feeling these leaderboards are going to get shaken up big time by the end of the day.
I mean, we talked about it yesterday a little bit, that 18 match sets, generally you can put more stock into your averages performance rather than those big E-Arena 29 limmers kind of coming on through.
Yeah.
Which, even then, didn't serve them too well in a 12 match set, which is absolutely insane. But, yeah, absolutely. I'm talking about getting consistent 6-pointers on the boards is so great for your team. If you can do that, every time you get further than that, brilliant. Beautiful stuff. Furia running into a little bit of a roadblock in the form of Nick the Galaxy, but a 1v1 over the top of the hill. Silence shuts him out. And Lord will no longer be able to levy the toll on the crossing. And Furia may even be able to get the res here for Nick the Galaxy. It is not a good start. In 3rd place, you don't want to be losing players early, not like this.
That was a huge shot there from Silence with the DBS in the mid-range. Is able to get the knock. Very crucial. Instant thirst as well. So you can see Koops is going to be hunting down some high ground, trying to get the revenge for his teammate, but Ayala is climbing this up as well. Is Koops going to see him? He does! Ooh. He finds Silence slipping. Now he's going to go for the 1v2.
Uh-oh.
Got to watch out for that shotgun, though. Ooh, that did tip him up a little bit. Koops so good in the CQC, though. Push it back and forth. Finds the angle! And catches the 1v2 against Furia.
He baited out so many of the shotgun shells, forced the weapon swap. He knew he had a disadvantage against the shotgun there and was able to do a lot of work. This is vengeance coming through for Koops, and Furia left flagging. Unfortunate. Silence may be resable here as Chief sidles in to go for the res. There is another fight happening on your elimination feeds as well as 4 Thrives clash with Team Flash on the south side. 4 Thrives doing well. A nade over the top, and Koops goes for 3 now against Furia, who took one of their players down, but they are finding out what it feels like to be under the wrath of Koops. Turning his attention out now to the open sand dunes, but not going to quite connect on the first part of the spray down. Looks for more.
Headshot! Oh, are you kidding me? That is Koops with the 1v4 against Furia.
Beautiful stuff going on through from Koops. Furia needed to keep that one together. That was not looking tidy. Flash, in the meantime, have now been dragged down to one on the south side. As 4 Thrives are going to be the main benefactors of that, getting 3 elims. I think, yeah, they're the team that has taken down all three players so far from Flash. Aurora a little bit further afield in those Picado hills to the north side of it. They are not going to contest it just yet. So for Four Thrives, they know how to move in because we did see a fairly hard east shift on this zone.
Yeah, the eastern shift is going to definitely get these teams moving here pretty quickly. And yeah, Four Thrives, they are not in the zone just yet. They're right on the south side of San Martin. They're going to be just kind of making sure they get their vehicles going, choosing for the buggy. All right, they're all set up, and now they're going to find a spot in this next zone. As far as teams that are not here yet, you're going to be looking at Nosham Red Force. They are all the way down in Los Leones. They're still in the blue zone here, so they're going to be one of the teams pushing the latest into this circle. They are in 12th place right now with 21 points. But with this zone shift like this, it definitely buys you a lot of time here. So the most important thing is just rotating very carefully, not trying to get shot out of your vehicle. Play things very, very calculated. You can see Tikianba already set up in these buildings near water treatment. And this is where they're going to park themselves for as long as possible.
Oh yeah, you're just going to hold out for the time being. See if you can hold down on these houses. Just trading shots.
Oh!
Crazy's found himself a big green gun.
That's my favorite. The AWM. I want to see some snipes, man. Nothing gets me more excited than seeing a crazy flick headshot to turn the game around. Let's see what Crazy can do. He's got the 8x too. Let's see what this replay. Coops, pow, gets the knock on to silence. Wins the clutch 1v1 here against Ayala. Look at the terrain usage from Coops here. Just beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I was highlighting before, right? That shotgun bait coming through from Coops, peeking up so quickly and back down, dodging the shells coming through, and again, forcing that weapon swap. He knows that he's going to have the advantage, or at least be on a level playing field if he can do that. The nade on target, yeah, great. Furia just didn't seem to understand how to compete against this high ground position. I'm not too sure what more they could have done there. Maybe just not engaged on that spot to begin with. But yeah, it's a little unfriendly. Next circle comes on through, and that will take us back down towards San Martin on that south side. Keeps the hills to the southwest of water treatment. Hacienda all in play. And teams are going to start to crunch in onto the middle. This road side to the southwest of water treatment is going to be tricky to navigate, and it looks like Tiamba are going to try and do so, try and keep themselves alive. S2G find out just how tough it can be to move past this location.
Yeah, smart play there from Tiamba. They go ahead and move, and they take this gas station. They realize one of the players from S2G are isolated. Easy point lockdown. That's going to hurt S2G, leaving them with 3. That's an elimination for Tiamba, and a slightly better position as well. So this gas station is pretty solid if the zone shifts away from them. The most important thing, though, is protecting those vehicles. It's very weak to that hill behind them. So they're going to have to put them in some different spots just in case the zone does shift.
I mean, it is that road that they are sat right next to that is so difficult to cross right now for teams out on the northeast side, which is why you're seeing so many teams committing down to this southwest edge, right? To being a little bit more uncomfortable, a little bit too close for comfort, but you don't have that major blockage of trying to get across that open ground, which is going to be difficult for Vitality. Unless they can find a big opener, crack the can open with that AWM, land that shot, and try and find that pick. Ooh.
Oh, that's Aurora. A huge one.
Aurora getting spotted. I think Four Thrives are getting stuck into the fight. Four Thrives, 4 players alive. Aurora having one of their players flushed away, and now Cypher close up into the fight. The pump action for Reapers, trying to hold the door, but the SK12 has a couple more rounds behind it, and Ziol goes down quickly too, with 4 elims already on the card. Aurora going to be contributing to the points tally for Four Thrives fairly soon. It looks like Doc goes down, the big bomb through the window, and Aurora ain't got nothing in the face of Four Thrives, who look to mark the start to their ascendancy.
And the crowd goes wild here in Paris, France. The Four Thrives fans are chanting their name. This is what they want to see. And this ain't going to get just any squad here, folks. This is against Aurora, who has been crushing it here so far. So that's the 4th place team out. Four Thrives in 6, now with 6 eliminations, looking really, really strong to start the day.
Oh yeah, that's exactly how you want to kick things off. But remember, as we said before, it is a marathon today. You can't allow yourself to get tired out. I mean, it's excellent when you find those moments, when you find those high-octane, high-adrenaline moments, but you cannot allow yourself to drop off after that. So I hope that they're going to have their heads screwed on tight so that they can keep their nerve for the rest of the day as well. And there is still much more of this match to play, so they have to get a lot further. And in this position that they are right now, against Nongshim Red Force, I feel like they potentially could have a good time, but they're going to have to shift northwest away from their current location, past San Martin, which is going to contain, I would say two. I was going to say two teams, but it's one plus another player. Top's the last player alive for Flash. That was dealt with earlier by Fourth Rise themselves.
So, yeah, you can see Top does get away from now. Now Fourth Rise, man. I'll tell you one thing. When it comes to the finals, I'm already feeling a different level of aggression here. Like, these teams are pushing immediately. The second they feel weakness, they're sending it. Now here comes Aura. We saw Sky get an elimination in the feed. We're going to keep an eye on this one, though. This is still outside of the circle, just to that bottom right side of San Martin.
Yeah, this is on board with the fight in the northwest now, as Hora are able to find Salme. They got that flush that they found the knock for earlier. Godlike, they are now down to 3. S-Power, though, can just regroup over towards the rest of his team, and they should be fine out there. Hora can look to try and navigate their way forwards. I don't expect another fight between these two teams, maybe for the next minute or so. Oh, dear.
Oh, no, not like this.
That's a real bozo play right there coming through.
Yeah.
That's Max Man's grenade of the day.
He almost got away with it, too. You know what I'm saying? But our observer's just too good, right? Had to show the replay real quick, just in case you missed this, right? That is where it's at. Yeah, so unfortunate for Aurora. And it just goes, and I'm telling you folks, at this level, I mean, we got $500,000 for first place, and it's little mistakes like this that hurt, but we can see Razy with the AWM starting to put in some work.
Shouldering that can opener. Looks to try and split the seams of Tianba's hold on the longhouse, but we know what Tianba can do when they're holding down a longhouse, so we know what Milu can do at least. Vitality want to try and find it. The res comes through. Milu is low HP, but he can get some healing done. Razy is close by. Another stepping forwards, but staying on the rooftops here is bold from QZZ. It may just work with the nade. In response is brutal, and another to follow it up over towards Aching. Now only one player in the longhouse. Milu looking to try and hold it down. With the Molotov burning, it's going to slow it out, but there's the off angle coming through from Axel. Where's the backup coming from Eagle? He's too far away to get involved here. The nade dribbles down the stairs. Might prove to be difficult to get past there. Does go down. And the res is still yet to come through. 3 players now for Vitality on the inside. Nade's cooking. Axel with a long one. Up to the top floor. May just blast them apart, but Eagle, he's just chilling. What is going on?
He's leaving it up to Milu, saying, you got this, bro. Oh, I guess you don't got this, as Axel gets the nade onto him. So that is Tianba just getting picked apart here. And really unfortunate for them, but you know what? Vitality soaking up some good points.
I mean, the Eagle has flown away here. It is not what you want to see. I'm not entirely sure what he's trying to do. Maybe he wants to keep that forward position, but the rest of your team's dead, mate. You need to do something about that. Vitality were able to run through there. They got a really great opener with that AWM that we were talking about, the can opener on the position. And he was able to keep that momentum rolling with some big nades up to the top of the roof and a couple more positions beside. Amino looking to stop the run out from Vitality, and they will have to run out with the circle shifting central.
Oh, Amino's got this on lock. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to see a crazy shot here from Vitality to help this team out. I know that there is an AWM somewhere around there. And, oh, nice shots there. They know exactly where he is. They say, oh, you think you have this down? Oh, that headshot, though, said, okay, how about you like some of that? So, oh, that looks like it is Eagle going down. Oh, there's the AWM. Razy's got it. Said, pick me. I dare you. I dare you to go over that rock. I told you! That is it! Razy taking him out!
Boom! Takes him down from behind the rock. What a pickup coming through from the shot. At the end of the AWM barrel. Beautiful stuff. They baited him into thinking it was a rifle fight as well. Yeah. Little tickle trades, and then he was like, I'm going to win this trade surely. And then he's like, bam! You didn't expect that. Claps back, and immediately now Godlike down to 2 players alive. After losing one earlier to Hora on that northwest edge. Ooh, Tizzy, that's not good news. That's immediately flushed by Fourth Thrives on the southeast.
Now we're going to go ahead and see Vitality. That goes to show you, folks, the bolt action could change the game for you. And it works out here. AWM clutching it up. Now you can see the rest of Godlike just gonna have to hold those buildings for now. This is inside of the circle. Vitality, they know they have the numbers here though, so they're like, all right, there's gotta be a couple of players of Godlike somewhere. Can't just run into these buildings for free. Just trying to get a little bit of information. Manya, ooh, doing some little pre-fire shots onto some windows, looking to possibly catch somebody off guard. But here we go into the end game. Stage 5, circle starting to close. And this is an interesting one. I mean, we still have San Martin in play. A lot of open field, though, as well. You can see Aaron getting in some headshots onto So Easy. And now here comes Team Vitality on the push.
They're looking to roll around. 2 players now remain for Godlike. Federales leads the charge into the position. S-Power first to face. Molotov on the window, burns him down, immediately toasts him. And now S-Power on the inside has more to say. The suppressor on the end of the SK-12 makes it quiet, but it's speaking loud with it. And he looks for more as well. 3 players fall at the feet of S-Power, and he looks for the flushes to keep it going. Manya will not be in this fight just yet as he drops for another flush, and in comes the backup. Manya.
He hit him with that Molotov, and now Razak is down to 1 HP,
And there they go!
S-Power with the 1v4!
Ascendancy coming through for Godlike on the north side. Vitality, they thought they'd taken enough out of them, but no! The gas in the tank, burning!
Let's get this going. Are you kidding me? Day 2 of the finals starting off hot here. Multiple 1v4s. S-Power at the end of the day yesterday said the domination begins, and now it has begun.
Unleashing that luxurious hair, sweeping it left and right with the shotgun shells ringing out in the ears of his enemies. Vitality have no idea what hit him. Milu, S-Power, these longhouse shotgun plays, I'm telling you, man, there's something special about it. I love to see it. I absolutely adore it. With 5 eliminations now in the game, Godlike looking to keep their march going, but they have to get across some open ground here. E-Arena will be fully aware of what has just occurred on their north side. They should know exactly what has unfolded, and crossing this open ground is going to be difficult. I imagine that it's more likely they may look to sweep to the east, get a little bit more coverage as they may try and approach Ulf or sweep through the remnants of other teams across the map.
Let's see how the rest of this match turns out. It's already been so hot here. Coops had a 1v4 earlier. They're sitting with 4 points on the edge of the circle. Satan, I believe, does have a position. Oh, I think this is still out of zone, so they're going to have to start pushing up here. Ooh, XEY in the blue, and this one hurts. This is stage 6. This one's going to start chunking you down. So he's going to go ahead and get himself healed up, and yeah, already getting shot. He's like, oh, I thought I was safe. Nope.
You thought. Yeah, you thought. Down he goes on that side. Ulf all too happy to pick up the point there. They're now on to 6 eliminations, and that will hopefully bolster them. Oh, he was going to find the shot onto S-Power as well. I mean, I said I was thinking they were going to wrap east. I didn't say thought it was going to be successful.
Yeah.
It's still a really tricky approach here, and down goes Manya, but they have left an impression on this match. Godlike can hold their heads high on their route out of this game.
Hey, it's plays like that that can be the difference, right? I mean, from a big jump in prize pool. So, I mean, Godlike losing players early, still put some good points on the board on the back of that 1v4. Looking on over to Enigma Galaxy, though. What are they going to do? They got their eyes set onto Ida. And it looks like Hoops does get caught, though, on the transition by Sky. But he should be able to get safe here in res. I like the fact that Rauf is starting to throw some util up on top just to buy his teammates some time. And they should be able to get the reset here.
I mean, that was a long-range assist coming through. Hodder on that north side, I think that's at least 300, if not 4, away. That's a really helpful hand over towards Ida to leave Ninja Galaxy on 2. Ralph now in position to potentially look for the res, suppress the run-outs here with those 2 nades lying in wait. Darkin mollying the corner. That's actually going to help
them.
The res coming through. So for Ida, they're keeping them on the outside, sure, but they're keeping themselves on the inside as well, which is going to allow Ninja Galaxy to get back to fighting form, and they're in the zone too. E-Arena versus Aura on the north side, though, that looks like it could get nasty soon.
Yeah, I think Ida are just kind of holding him out here because they realize the zone is coming and the edge of this might be outside of it, but let's see how the play ends up reading out. Satan throwing in some nades in there, trying to get that crucial first knock. Rita try to make some plays. Oh, the off angle here from Ida is going to be huge. Let's see what he can do from that spot.
Could have been huger, but I think he just dropped the nade into the sand dune instead of throwing it over towards the opponents there. Not quite as efficacious as you need it to be. You can see on the picture-in-picture there's fights across the map. Horror really suffering against E-Arena as Nigma Galaxy still hold the stalemate. Ida on the run out now, rolling around the edge. Henry goes down, and there is just a cacophony of shotgun shells blasting them back. A tide of lead sweeps them straight back in the door they ran out from.
I'm so shocked that they ran out like that. Let's see what Nigma Galaxy can do on this push, though. Darkin's up on top. Coops in the front line with the S12K. That's the weapon you want in the CQC. The best close quarters combat gun in the game. Now let's see what Ralph can do. Everybody shotguns out. Oh, nice play there from Ida, catching some little angles there, peppering up the side of Ralph. These guys are level 3'd out of their minds, though, right now.
Oh, goodness me. There's the off angle. I think that's E-Arena taking shots across the way. Because, of course, E-Arena did clean up the fight with Horror just a moment ago as well. Hot Jukes on that northern side. They got some really big openers with a couple of nades on board. And were able to convert.
Oh, the bounce!
What a bank on the nade there from Coops. And now just one player on the top floor. And the shotguns are going to continue to put the pressure down. But there is still a little bit more left to fight. As Nigma Galaxy are taking shots from across the way. They get rid of Ida. But now Ulf step into their shoes. Take down one Turkish team. Another one's here to play.
Hello. Catch is right there waiting for you. Aaron's going to have to turn around, though. Throw a smoke down. Trying to be able to get up Soulless. Nigma Galaxy, though, great start. 8 eliminations so far. Ulf have 9, though. They're looking to put themselves up on the leaderboards here. But, hey, E-Arena's going to have something to say about that. They're going to go ahead and start throwing some util onto the side of Ulf. Ulf, we're going to have to decide where is the biggest threat here, and it's got to be E-Arena. Scarface, thinking about trying to pick up his teammate, but E-Arena's right there.
Oh man, this position is really annoying for Ulf. If they could have gotten rid of Nigma Galaxy, it would be so much more
bit today. But this is the problem that arises. Lord does go down for it. I think in the straight fight, they might have done a lot better there having nades, because Ralph's also got all the nades. He's got 5. Like, those would have been lovely. He plays over towards this side against the players. Hoops sends one in. It's a good amount of damage. Knocks one over towards Turney K. Luckily, Mormon is able to dash down the hillside. Avoid a lot of that shrapnel. Still took a hell of a beating.
10th मैच हो 10 को मैच हो चुका है मतलब 18 को मैच होने वाला है.
Going on for a little while here as well and starting to drain some of the more offensive utility that's being thrown out.
यार पैसों की
So they're tucked in just on the rock phase here with the map geometry, making it uncomfortable to fight with bullets. They have to nade onto it. I think that was the last nade for Coops, now thrown in. Satan is somewhat closing the gap, but he's being peppered back as well, and they now know.
Bro, Ralph, just come over. It's 2 players. Let's hit the 3v2 and just win this fight.
Oh, it's going on for so long. Finally, at least one more confidence.
It's 2 players.
क्या हुआ?
Let's hit the 3v2 and just win this fight.
Oh, it's going on for so long. Finally, at least one more confirmation as we'll see Tony K buckle. How on earth, though, if they'd just been given this free fight with no assist? Mate, this could end terribly for both squads at this rate.
I mean, Joker's still off in the distance there as well, and Ralph finally gets in the car. This has been a strange one. It's been a very strange one, and it almost feels like very reminiscent of Nigma Galaxy of old. A little bit too comfortable with these odd splits here and there, and Ralph goes down.
After that explosive opener, you thought they had him banged to rights, but E-Arena, one by one, have punished back against Nigma Galaxy, and with that last nade from Mormon hitting Coops, they thought it was all over. Well, it is now.
But E-Arena, they are very glad to have this guy on side. He is more than a man, he is more man. Here in play, still kicking strong there at the top.